To all of you, you're watching Mirror Now. I am Gauri Singh. First up in the bulletins, all the latest updates coming in from turmoil-hit Afghanistan. As the Afghanistan crisis deepens, crowds continue to gather at the Kabul airport, expecting to be airlifted from their country as more and more countries are evacuating their nationals. As over 300 Indians have been evacuated in a day, sources say that India can operate 2 flights per day to Kabul to rescue its Indians stranded in the city. Meanwhile, the Taliban has started showing its true colors once again as they have now issued a fatwa against co-education in Herat. Meanwhile, the European Union has refused to recognize the Taliban, saying that they will not even hold talks with them. In fact, brisk evacuations of Indians are underway from Afghanistan. In fact, over 300 Indians have been evacuated since yesterday, in which 222 Indians were brought back via Qatar and Tajikistan last night. They were sent from both the countries from Afghanistan earlier. And as we speak, an Indian Air Force special flight with the 107 Indians on board is on its way to Delhi directly from Kabul. In fact, Indians on board the flight home from Tajikistan were jubilant and even heard chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai. In fact, we also spoke to one of the evacuees who just landed from the flight that came via Tajikistan. Let's listen in to his experience.
हालात बहुत ज्यादा वहां पर खराब है और केओस है। सभी लोग वहां से भागना चाह रहे हैं, तो उसकी वजह से बहुत ज्यादा केओस है और उसी की वजह से जो फायरिंग हो रही है वहां पे जो तालिबान है वो फायरिंग कर रहा है, जो फॉरेन मिलिट्री फोर्सेज है वो फायरिंग में लगी हुई हैं। तो हालात ज्यादा खराब है वहां पे। अभी जो सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेज में जो सिक्योरिटी उसमें गए थे लोग, उसमें से काफी लोग फंसे हुए थे, तो कुछ लोग 20 तारीख को वहां पर उनको ले लिया था, उनको अंदर ले गया। वो भी ब्रिटिश फोर्सेस के थ्रू और दूसरी जो फॉरेन फोर्सेज है उन्हीं के थ्रू उनको मैनेज किया गया था अंदर ले जाने के लिए। लेकिन जो लोग सिक्योरिटी से रिलेटेड नहीं थे, जो अपने कोई बैंक्स में थे या अदर उसमें प्रोजेक्ट्स में काम कर रहे थे, तो उनको अंदर जाने में बहुत बड़ी मुश्किल हो रही है। और उनमें से कुछ लोग तो मैनेज करके हैं अंदर जाने के लिए किसी तरह से, लेकिन कुछ लोग अभी भी फंसे हुए हैं बाहर। वहां से अंदर जाना मुश्किल नहीं हो पा रहा है लोकल पब्लिक की वजह से, क्योंकि जहां से एंट्री पॉइंट है वो पॉइंट बिल्कुल ब्लॉक हो रखा है और वहां से इंच छीनने में भी पूरा दिन लग जा रहा है।
Moving on to the other updates coming in from Afghanistan, the Taliban leaders are preparing for a new government model within the next few weeks. Top Taliban leader and the group's co-founder Mullah Baradar arrived in Kabul for talks with other leaders, and the new model will see different teams tackling internal security and financial issues. According to an official, the government will not be a democracy by Western definitions, but will protect everyone's rights. Meanwhile, Abdullah Abdullah, a senior leader of the ousted Afghan government and former Afghan President Hamid Karzai, met Taliban leaders in Kabul. As per his office, Abdullah Abdullah urged Taliban to ensure that Afghans feel safe and secure. Moving on, scenes of desperations continue at the Kabul airport as locals try to flee the country. Many got crushed around the evacuation center at the Kabul airport trying to flee, and the soldiers were seen covering their bodies. Now, the soldiers struggled to maintain calm as thousands rushed to the airport in panic. The European Union, meanwhile, has refused to recognize the Taliban weeks after they have taken control of the country. The EU also categorically said that they would not hold any kind of political talks with the Taliban. As per reports, Taliban officials in the Herat province have banned co-education in government and private universities, describing it as the root of all evils in the society. This is the first fatwa issued by the Taliban after its swift takeover of Afghanistan and capital city Kabul last week. Taliban said that there is no alternative and co-education must end. Taliban further ruled that female lecturers would be allowed to teach only female students but not the male ones. In the last 2 decades, Afghanistan had implemented a mixed system of co-education in all the universities and institutes. In fact, Afghan government employees in Kabul were blocked by Taliban militants from returning to work on Saturday since the hardline Islamist group seized power 6 days ago. Government buildings, banks, passport offices, schools and even universities have remained largely closed. Only a few private telecommunication companies have been operating in the past few days.